Speed up science, learn faster, understand better. The future of science education will not be defined by how much students can memorize, it will be defined by how deeply they can think. For decades, science education has often focused on formulas, definitions, examinations, and correct answers, but the world students are entering demands much more. They must learn how to question, investigate, connect ideas, evaluate evidence, and solve unfamiliar problems. This means the role of a teacher is also changing. Teachers are no longer only providers of information, they are becoming facilitators of curiosity, designers of learning experiences, and mentors who help students make sense of an increasingly complex world. Technology will play an important role in this transformation. Interactive simulations, animations, virtual laboratories, artificial intelligence, and digital learning platforms can make difficult scientific ideas easier to visualize and understand. But technology alone cannot improve education. A tool becomes valuable only when it supports good teaching. Artificial intelligence may explain a concept, generate a quiz, or provide instant feedback. However, teachers provide something technology cannot replace: human judgment, encouragement, context, empathy, and inspiration. The future classroom should therefore combine the strengths of educators with the possibilities of technology. Students should not use technology simply to obtain answers. They should use it to explore ideas, test assumptions, compare results, and ask better questions. Science learning must also move beyond textbooks. Students understand science more deeply when they connect it with everyday life. Why does a rainbow form? How does a mobile phone work? Why does climate change affect communities differently? How can clean energy improve our future? Questions like these transform science from a school subject into a way of understanding the world. They also help students develop creativity, scientific temper, environmental responsibility, and informed decision-making. Assessment must evolve as well. Instead of measuring only how much information students can reproduce, we should also evaluate how they investigate, communicate, collaborate, experiment, and apply their knowledge. The process of thinking should matter as much as the final answer. The future of science education is not about replacing teachers with technology. It is about empowering teachers with better tools and giving students more meaningful ways to learn. The most successful classrooms will remain deeply human while becoming more interactive, inclusive, and connected. As educators, we have an important opportunity. We can prepare students not only to pass examinations, but to become curious thinkers, responsible citizens, and confident problem solvers. At Speed Up Science, we believe science should be clear, engaging, accessible, and connected to life, because the future of science education begins with the questions we encourage students to ask today. Visit speedupscience.com and join us in making science easier to understand, more exciting to explore, and more meaningful to learn.